Next to Washington, D.C., home to the Lion's Den, where the FBI are hungry for evidence of corruption.
I mean, it's jam on meat.
Jam on meat?
Cranberry and turkey. It's jam on meat.
I like cranberry and turkey. I like stuffing.
Soggy breadcrumbs stuffed up a bird's ass.
So just say no. I decline your invitation to dinner. The holidays were bad enough.
Sweet potatoes. Is it a vegetable or fruit? Make up your mind.
Somebody shoot me in the head.
You know what I do for company?
Order Chinese?
Order Chinese.
Chilling them.
You're like smoke.
Is this a bad time?
I have the Berry Hill closing argument.
Okay, when is a good time?
How can I help you? Hey, come in. Sorry. Hi.
Hello?
What you got?
I'm concerned about something. I feel like I'm digging for dirt on your father.
Can't look at it that way.
How should I look at it?
That you're helping a son to better get to know his father.
Sweet and sour pork.
What about it?
There's contradiction here. Some culinary confusion, like your sweet potato pie problems. Good morning.
Good morning. Who are you here to see?
Everybody.
Mr. Malloy, you may want to see this.
Everyone in position, we're on X-Band 9.
WPL Industries, about 10 years ago, they get indicted for tax fraud, something like $280 million. Their lawyers, H.M. Turner.
And he gets the WPL case thrown out on a suppression hearing.
Your old man's good.
Who's the judge?
The Honorable Merrill M. Burda.
Tax fraud against the third largest commercial real estate company in Maryland goes into the dumpster 2 days before trial? That just doesn't happen.
You think your father cut a deal with the judge to save his client?
I think you're going to look into it and tell me otherwise.
Hey, is she married?
No.
No?
I don't know. Maybe. She's cute. She's the strangest human being I've ever met.
I like strange.
You are strange.
Good morning, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Excuse me. Jack,
You'll have to wait.
the
Good morning,
can.
Mr. Turner. Colton Meese, Special Agent in Charge, FBI. We have a warrant to search the premises of Lyon, LaCrosse, and Levine.
For what? Information pertaining to Zero Limited. You think this firm helped Zerotech defraud investors?
Ask the AUSA. In the meantime, we're gonna need some access.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? The Federal Bureau of Investigation is conducting a search. You may cooperate with them, but be advised that you are free not to answer any questions. If you wish to request a lawyer, LL&L will provide free legal counsel. Thank you.
What the hell is going on?
It's got to be Zerotech.
What about it?
You don't read the paper?
Top of the morning.
I read the papers, I get cable, and I still can't figure out Zerotech.
Zerotech's a communications company.
That I know.
Over the years, they bought other companies, fiber optic, satellite TV stations, even companies that aren't in the communications business.
Biotechs, banks, real estate, they buy them up to show growth, to keep that stock price ticking north. But just because you buy a company and you list it as an asset, it doesn't mean that it's profitable.
That's where you need accountants to show profit on paper.
That's where these bastards should be, frisking accountants. Turning Whitfield Healy upside down, not us.
It's the lawyers are supposed to make sure the accountants don't break the law. That's why they're here.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah. You're flying solo on the Lane Easton arbitration.
Great. Stick me with the popsicle.
Hey, this raid's gonna put me in court.
Then let's postpone if ever there was an excuse.
Lane Easton has days to live. His daughter wants him in the ground. His son wants him on ice. Where are your sense of priorities?
Wait, you're telling me about priorities?
I'll be right out here. Ariel, we still have to work together. I know you're upset. Let's try and stay professional.
I know that you prefer professionals, but I'd rather just stick with what I'm doing.
I teed you up for that one. Pick this up later.
Let's start.
Shouldn't we wait? Only half the executive committee is here.
Not enough time.
Forget the clients we lose. We'll never sign a new one again.
They want to image our servers. We can't let them just joyride through files. The FBI's got taint teams reading the privileged docs. They're barred from testifying. It doesn't matter. They're going to shut us down.
It's not an option.
We're moving to quash the warrants on an emergency basis. I have Grant Raston on it.
I believe that if we allow limited cooperation and guide the investigation, we can control the search.
As long as we don't waive privilege.
Not yet.
Can't believe we didn't get a heads up.
A heads up. What are we, a branch of government?
We have friends. We have former senior partners who sit on powerful Senate committees.
We have one former senior partner that chairs the Judiciary Committee. One.
No. Maybe someone should talk to his father.
I would if I thought it would make any difference.
I called the senator. We're having lunch today. In the meantime, call your clients, assure them that LL&L is on top of the situation and will tenaciously guard their interests.
Did you hear about the FBI?
Could you knock?
On what? The doors are open. What are you working on?
Studying for the bar. I need to go downtown. Where's Kathy?
You gonna help him put out the fire?
I have to see Jack, actually, but I may be pressed into service.
What about the reporter in Al Grissom? Learning disability, pension for how do you do? That Al Grissom?
No, the other thing.
Edgar Hyatt, the reporter. They're doing a profile on Jack?
No.
They need to talk to you for background.
Absolutely not. We have to move that.
It's the cover story.
Look, we're in a bit of a pickle here.
Pickle, what?
Don't go by this. This is the eye of the hurricane. What does that smell?
It's albacore.
You're worth $460 million. You eat tuna out of a can?
It's not in a can.
Hi, I'm looking for George Riley.
That would be me.
Edgar Hyatt, thank you so much for seeing me.
No problem. You know what? We're going to have to do this another time.
Why?
Well, because we have a little problem downtown, and I really don't have to tell you why, so...
Oh, of course not. I'm sorry. I was out of line.
No, that's okay, but we're going to have to do this next week.
Next week?
Yeah. What? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm on a deadline.
Are you?
No.
You're crying.
No, I've got this... My eyeball's lubricated. It's a medical condition. It's a trigger.
Your eyeballs sweat?
Yeah, it's a condition. Look, is there any way we could do this before next week? I'm in a very tenuous position.
No, you know what? So are we.
I mean, my job is on the line.
You're doing the whole eyeball thing again. Okay, look, you have 10 minutes.
Thanks.
And it's not because I believe this dinner theater performance thing.
Okay, look, I just need some background on your pal, and then I will be out of your hair. Now, you met John Turner 13 years ago, correct?
Yes, but first of all, he does not like to be called John.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, tell me how you two met.
The updated planners are always kept in the lab. Well, this is Cokie Porter. He's going to be your new assistant.
Cokie.
I'm honored, sir. And if you're satisfied with my performance and I'd love to stay on full-time, you prefer your coffee with a dollop of skim milk, is that right?
That's right. Okay. Daphne, can I talk to you for a second?
Stay, don't go anywhere.
Why are you leaving exactly?
Well, I was filling in until you found someone permanent.
I thought you were permanent.
No,
Was somebody going to tell me that you weren't permanent?
that would be the managing partner.
But that'd be me.
The old one is deceased.
Okay. For reasons that I don't totally understand, I want you full-time.
Thank you, but I have another offer at Fugate in town.
No, thank you. I'm going to be leaving soon. Cokie?
Short for Jameson. Don't ask.
Okay, then.
Describe your relationship with your father.
He was my best friend.
He's not dead.
Go on.
Any big event in his life, good or bad, I was always his first phone call, and he was always mine. When he won the U.S. Open, the second time, he called me from the 18th green.
No, you didn't have to call me because I was at Pebble.
Yeah, one in a playoff, great win.
I remember that.
Anyway, your father consulted you on all the important decisions of his life, did he not?
Yes.
So then, did he ever mention to you anything about being interred at Crisfield Cryogenics?
No, he wanted to be buried next to my mother in Fort Lauderdale, and that's what his will states.
Your Honor, she's referring to the old will. The new will makes no mention of Mr. Easton's desires for his remains.
I'm aware.
Did your father ever mention his wishes to be cryogenically frozen?
It's called cryogenic suspension.
It's called science fiction.
Even though evidentiary rules in an arbitration are relaxed, I would prefer minimal interruption.
Sorry, never did he mention that he wanted to be frozen. In fact, Dad hated the cold.
Did he ever say to you that he wanted you and your brother also to be cryogenically suspended so that someday, when the medical science became available, you could all be brought back to life and live as a family again?
Nope.
Your brother Zach says your father told him this. Why didn't he tell you?
Because my brother is making that part up. Because my dad was a golfing legend, and my brother wants to sell his DNA on eBay.
That is insensitive and wrong.
Mr. Easton.
Chill out.
As it were.
Your Honor, we have necessary probable...
Your Honor, it's a fishing expedition.
Your Honor, the parameters are clearly defined in the warrant.
There's insufficient nexus between the alleged crimes and the documents the government is looking for.
We're looking for contracts, letters, memoranda that would support our belief that LL&L is a co-participant in the creation of shell companies linked to Zero Limited Tech, a corporation that has defrauded investors of millions of dollars. Is that clear enough for you, counsel?
Address me, Mr. Immergluck.
It is clear you're running roughshod over attorney-client privilege.
Same goes for you, Mr. Ashton.
Your Honor, there is no privilege when an attorney deliberately helps a client break the law.
Your Honor, there is no evidence of criminal wrongdoing on the part of LL&L.
Mr. Ashton, I signed off on that warrant, so I believe there is.
Your Honor, we're challenging the basis of the search warrant, and due to the sensitivity of the search, we simply want to question the agent who signed the affidavit.
Your Honor, we have necessary probable cause for our search.
Is the agent available, Mr. Immergluck?
I can check, Your Honor, but there's no reason to stop the search.
Mr. Ashton, I'm going to allow questioning, but the search will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Get Turner on the phone. We're going to have to shut the firm down.
Got it. That was John Rabb. Zero Tech's requested independent counsel?
Yes.
They're not the only ones who are going to need lawyers.
All you who represents himself has a fool for a client.
We're going to need candidates for a criminal defense team. We're going to talk about names later.
Grant ration on 2. Uh-oh.
You lost him?
I guess if it's important, I'll call back.
Where's Daphne?
She just left for her interview.
Hey! Daphne! Hey! You're leaving me on a real bad day.
I'm sorry, I didn't plan it that way.
I mean, I don't even know why I want you back.
You profoundly disrespectful. You're 24/7 cranky. I've never seen your teeth inside of a smile.
I have Supreme Court justices on speed dial. I have zero social life, and I don't make mistakes, ever.
Fugate in town are ambulance chasers. They're ruthless money grubbers. They grope.
They have the best reputation in town.
I can introduce you to a guy. Find him.
Geek.
Smart, super funny, cute geek.
Geek.
Is it money?
It's a pay cut.
You leaving me for less money?
At night. Forget it.
Go on.
The building. Especially our floor. Knowing that Mr. Barrington jumped or fell.
To tell you the truth, I don't like working there at night either. And now suddenly the days aren't so fun. If you need a letter of recommendation, let me know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you spell that for me?
You know what? I'm going to have to get back to you on a spelling. I have an exhibitionist in the hall. When his blood sugar gets low, it's showtime.
Okay. Listen, I really appreciate your time. One more, and then I'm out of your hair. The clinic.
What about it?
Well, you and Jack opened it together?
It was actually Dan Barrington's idea, but yeah, Jack and I were the first ones in.
Why?
Why did Jack and I open it, or why did LL&L open it?
Both.
Collective guilt.
You're being glib.
Not a good idea? Out of context? Here it is. Well, we both started at the firm at the same time. I was one of Barrington's early disciples. I had a great deal of respect for that man. The other partners, however, were...
What about him?
Off the record, there's a political minefield that you have to navigate.
Yeah, I see.
You're writing it down.
Sorry. I wasn't going to use it. So, Jack was better able to relate with management?
Politics is in his blood.
You're referring to his father, Senator Turner.
Uh-huh.
And now Jack's off defending the zero techs of the world, and you're here looking out for the great unwashed.
You know what? We're done. Molly! Molly!
Hey, they need you downtown now, and Al Grissom's here.
No, I know. This is his file. Hang on a second. We're done, okay? Don't go lubricating on me.
It's a condition.
Uh-huh. Al, how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Good. This is Molly. She's going to help you with your probation review.
Pleasure.
Al?
Okay.
Okay.
Agent Sasser, are you the lead investigator?
I am one of the leads, yes.
Then I assume in the course of your investigation that you use sources?
Yes.
Is that source within the firm?
Objection?
Goes to the credibility.
Give me an answer.
The information could have come from any number of sources inside the firm.
And is that source an employee of LLNO?
Yes.
And does that source have access to Zero Tech files?
Yes.
Mr. Sasser, who is that source?
Objection, Your Honor. The state has an interest in protecting the confidentiality of its sources.
At this time, I accept the agent's testimony that an employee of LL&L is the source of information alleged in the search warrant.
Your Honor, it makes a difference whether the source is a secretary, a paralegal, an associate,
That the source is an employee and worked with the files at issue is sufficient for the search to continue, Mr. Ashton.
Your Honor.
We're done here.
The motion was denied.
I heard.
I have Grant working on an emergency writ.
I understand the agent has a source within.
Yeah.
You want to talk suspects?
Then what would Hal Malloy have to do?
Have you handled any documents relating to Zero Tech?
Yes.
Have you seen any opinion letters regarding Zero Tech?
She doesn't have to answer that. Violation of attorney-client privilege.
Do I know you?
Excuse me?
You look familiar.
I don't think so.
Have you handled any documents involving the accounting firm of Whitfield Healy?
Yes.
Have you mailed any documents or files to any off-site locations?
Yes.
Where is that off-site location?
I don't remember offhand.
Is there anybody that could help you remember?
She just said she didn't know.
I hope we have time to get to you today, Mr. Riley.
When was the last time you talked to your father?
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
After his stroke, we didn't talk too much.
It took some effort, is that it?
Yes.
You would acknowledge that your brother was there every day?
Yes, he lived with him.
And you live?
In California.
That would be the West Coast. Thank you.
Ignore them.
It's time for a change of venue.
In a sec. Mr. Miller, may we see the document in question, please?
Don't you understand we're having an arbitration?
This is the document that you state is the last will and testament of your father?
My father saw it more as an addendum.
This is a cocktail napkin, is it not?
Yes.
Your Honor, it doesn't matter what Mr. Easton wrote his last will on, but what the words are on it.
And the words are, to whom it may concern, I, Lane Howard Easton III, being of sound mind and body, do wish to be cryogenically suspended at the Crisfield Cryo Facility immediately upon my death. Signed, Lane H. Easton, witnessed by Zachary Easton, son, and Marcus Lackey. Who's Marcus Lackey?
He's a lawyer.
He's a barfly at Gimbo's.
Yes, but he's also a lawyer. Hello. When? You're kidding. All right.
Hello? All right, I'll have to call you back.
Dad is, dead.
Couple of Caesars, lots of anchovies, have some wild rice. I'm ordering for us because you're a little late.
I apologize. We had some unexpected visitors today.
Yeah, I heard. 2 New Yorks, bone in, medium?
Correct.
And rare. I mean rare. Just knock its horns off and wipe its ass.
Drink, sir.
Iced tea.
Tank straight up with a twist. They say it's good for your heart.
I believe they mean wine, Senator.
Well, sure, wine if you're in the Girl Scouts.
Why now?
You think for one second I knew they were coming after double L&L?
You chair the Judiciary Committee. You mean to tell me you never heard a rumor?
Harry, even if I knew, even if I signed off on it, there would be no other option left for me but to endorse the search.
H.M. Turner. So virtuous he would investigate his own law firm. The same qualities you look for in a president.
This Turner's too old to run.
This Turner?
You'll never believe me, will you? You're still half-cocked about what happened in 1990.
Back then, I thought managing partner was a power position. I was naive.
Even so, if they had voted Dan Barrington in as managing partner instead of me and you cast the deciding vote, I'd still be pissed at you, Terry.
I didn't know you were the dissenting voice.
Barrington said you knew.
No, I didn't.
Well, that old son of a bitch may rest in peace just to make me look like a fool. Well, now you know. Sorry about that. Back then, some of the others question your willingness to make the hard decisions.
You may have been right. But not anymore.
From where?
From the hospital. They took my father.
Who did?
A response team from Crisfield Cryo. They were notified before next of kin as per the agreement. Something having to do with perishability. I can't believe this.
We'll just have to get a ruling today.
You have no idea, because I just learned something else. They're going to cut off his head.
Yeah, neuroseparation. The head needs to be suspended independently.
Why? Right. So, Zach, how are we all supposed to thaw out and reunite someday when Dad is missing his head?
Please. By the time the medical science comes up with a way to bring us all back to life, I think screwing heads on necks is not going to be a problem. In fact, head transplants are going to be as easy as breast implants. And I don't need to tell you how common those are.
I want to talk about the napkin.
We would prefer the document be referred to as the will.
During discovery, the will was submitted for chemical analysis. As you can see by the findings, there are trace amounts of alcohol.
It's a cocktail napkin.
Oh, please call it a will.
I must ask the participant to be seated. Continue.
Alcohol, nicotine, and traces of a narcotic.
What narcotic?
Marijuana.
I hope the plaintiff is driving towards a point. Time is of the essence.
It is Miss Easton's view that her father's mental capacity, already diminished by her father's deteriorating physical health, was further compromised by his use of an illegal narcotic.
Please.
Thereby making it virtually impossible for him to comprehend what it was he was signing.
Zach.
Yes.
Did your father ever smoke pot?
No. Well, he said he tried it once at the Glen Campbell, but...
Could the trace amounts of marijuana on the document come from you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And why do you smoke marijuana, Zach?
It's medicinal. I have Hodgkin's. Help with the chemo.
I need a minute. Why didn't you tell me he has cancer?
I didn't think it was relevant.
Well, it turns out now it is.
He's in remission.
Okay. Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Turner.
Cookie.
How's your day?
This is surreal. Yeah. What do you got? So, the WPL case gets tossed right before trial. 2 years later, after your father becomes Senator Turner, the judge is appointed to the Federal Circuit of Appeals.
Well, the president appoints federal judges.
Your dad sponsored him. His name was submitted for confirmation in July of that year. I wouldn't rule out coincidence, but yeah. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Mr. George Riley here to see you.
Hey, what's up?
I'm helping with the triage. I need to talk to you. You got a second?
I'm walking a tightrope. How much cooperation should I give the feds before I start compromising privileged files?
Cokie?
On that subject?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, they transferred files to the clinic.
Okay.
You and Dan, you two worked on Zerotech.
No, Dan did.
You had nothing to do with Zerotech.
No, it was Fernillo and Green. Why?
I need H.M. Turner!
Okay, also Mr. Meese needs to see you.
We need your computer password.
I've got to run that accounts.
How long will that take?
Till I figure out who my counsel is going to be.
Saturday.
Monday.
You know, Mr. Turner, the B in FBI stands for Bureau. We can play the red tape game, too.
Yeah. Hey, can we catch up after work?
Catch up.
Yeah, it's a little busy. Yeah, Jack, we can do this another time. What's wrong with you?
Your father, sir, line 2.
Just a minute. Hello.
Must be during a holiday. I'm getting a phone call from my son.
WPL Industries. Heard of it?
Of course.
You were their lawyer. You got Judge Berta to throw the case out at a suppression hearing.
What the hell are you talking about?
An investigator was asking me about Dan Barrington and payoffs to WPL. Are you there?
Yeah.
Is there any truth to this?
Where are you right now?
I'm at my office.
I'm coming over there.
Why?
This is hardly something I want to talk about over the phone. Don't go anywhere.
The plane just landed in Baton Rouge. We have to wind this up.
I apologize for being insensitive earlier, Zach. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I use a joint.
When were you first diagnosed with Hodgkin's?
3 years ago, July.
And what was your prognosis?
At the time, they said I might have a year.
It is also your wish to be cryogenically suspended at Crisfield Cryo so that someday you and your dad can be reanimated?
Yeah.
What? What? What could you possibly want in here?
Candy bar.
Oh. You signed the consent for suspension agreement with Crisfield Cryo in December 2001. On that day, 6 months into your treatment for cancer, you signed a consent contract to freeze your father. The contract was for $50,000 up front with $75,000 upon his death.
Hey, do you mind?
Did you consider that a good deal?
Look, it was a lot of money, and I shopped it around. Yeah, but it was the best deal.
Was it? Because you could have paid half as much if you had signed another family member for suspension.
I'm sorry?
They were offering a 2-for-1. They were having a special. It's right here in the agreement under the heading Family Plan.
Your Honor, if ever there was a case that was time sensitive.
Ms. Sack.
Mr. Easton, why didn't you, with months to live, you thought, take this golden opportunity to put your wish to be thought out with your dad in writing?
I don't remember.
Relevance.
Overruled.
Was it because you never really considered this cryogenic family reunion a reality?
That is not true.
But you couldn't just stick your dad in an icebox and put him in the garage.
Oh, no, you think
Because
this
there's
disrespectful?
DNA
You're making a
evidence.
joke
No,
out of this.
Mr. Easton, this DNA yard sale is disrespectful.
That is not true, but if it was, he would understand. He made me learn how to sign his name so he could sell his autographs at those memorabilia fairs.
Zach.
No one knew how to make a buck off his name better than Dad.
Zach. It's his name, not yours.
Where have you been?
Ran long. Where's Al Grissom?
Well, he came back and then he left.
You let him leave?
He's a paroled felon. What do you want me to do? Throw myself in front of him?
He's not dangerous. He's got an IQ.
understand that.
Look, you know those cracks? The ones that the less fortunate fall through and end up committing crimes because they lose faith in the justice system?
Late.
I'm a lawyer at a free legal clinic. Sometimes the trains don't run on time. But it would be nice if somebody had my back.
Hey!
Oh, jeez. What? What do you want?
I'm just about done.
Jack's a great guy. He comes from political royalty. He graduated tops in his class. He's funny. He's got great skin. What do you want from me?
It's not me. It's my editor. I'm sorry. I was out the door. I was
Okay,
halfway
fine.
home.
What?
With
What?
the news desk. They just have a question.
On what?
What's happening downtown?
I'm not the one to ask.
Deep background.
Deep background, okay?
Is LL&L withholding zero tech files from the government?
No comment. No comment.
You can put that down.
And you are?
Jack Turner's secretary. And this is a fax with a court order granting a 48-hour stay. Grant's on line 2.
Where's Koki?
We won't be needing him anymore. Don't flatter yourself. It was a substantial pay cut.
Nice job, Grant.
I don't have the corner on the betrayal market. Where are you going to get around to showing me this?
It's just a picture.
You stole from Jack. Because that sure as hell isn't mine. Oh, you gonna go legit, is that it? Good luck. Sean Waters, life of the party. Used to follow us around like a puppy. Drowned with cocaine and alcohol in his system on Labor Day. Yet no one saw him the day he died. Not me, not Willow, not Jack. Guess we missed a hell of a party.
How's my buddy? How's the kids? Good to see you, pal.
Good to see you, sir.
Hello, sweetheart. How you doing? Hi, Joe.
How you doing, Senator?
All right, how are you? Hello, Brittany.
Senator?
Stairs. It's been a long time.
It has.
I did everything I could. If it wasn't enough, I'm sorry.
It wasn't.
I remember now. You're H.M. Turner's old assistant.
Yes.
We talked once.
Anything else?
Nope. But I think this one's going to have a different ending.
Well, welcome back, Senator.
How's it going, Hal? Where's our boy?
The state buys us 48 hours. The documents remain on premises, but the FBI will guard them here for the duration to make sure there's no tampering.
Unacceptable.
I agree, Hal. I believe Jack Turner's right. Perhaps it is time to allow limited cooperation. I'm going to speak to the AUSA. It's time to point them in the right direction.
Don't get up, sweet pea. I won't be long. You know what I see? A man who belongs.
You're the only one who thinks so.
They'll come around.
WPL. You stick the taxpayers with a bill so a judge from your country club can climb his way up the ladder?
Jack, I don't mess with judges. Bad form. I know you find this hard to believe, but it was all kosher.
Then what? Is there a WPO payoff I don't know about? A business?
Pull over, Jack. You're on the wrong road.
It wasn't a firm case.
No.
It's a person. Oh, God.
She got married, Jack. That's where you were thrown off.
Willow Peterson.
Willow Peterson. Logan. Back in our lives. It's okay. Dad took care of it. Everything's going to be fine. I take it you'll be spending the weekend with your mother again. But if you want to, come by for a drink. Hey, Pete.
I got another one.
Oh, God.
Pumpkin pie.
It's a squash.
That's right. It's a vegetable.
Vegetable pie. Yeah.
I've got a suggestion.
Bring a cake.
That's what I'm going to do. Bring a cake. And Chinese. Good afternoon. We've been given permission to search the premises.
Do you have a warrant?
They don't need one.
Well, Saturday's our next America's Finest night. We're back in Vegas for CSI at 9:15 and a case that begins with the delivery of a severed head. Then at 10:10, the most sensitive cases are handled by Law & Order's Special Victims Unit. That's Saturday, but next tonight, a touch of the supernatural with Angel.